Feeling anxious about your upcoming project manager interview? Not sure how to answer those tricky questions, especially the ones about your weaknesses or past failures? Well, you're not alone. Getting ready for a project management interview can feel overwhelming. The unknown questions, the pressure to impress, and fear of messing up can make anyone nervous. But what if you had a list of the most common questions with simple, effective answers to boost your confidence? That's exactly what we're bringing you today, the top 25 project manager interview questions and answers. Whether you're aiming for entry-level, mid-level, or senior roles, we've got what you need to stand out and ace your interview. Before going forward, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Now, let's start with entry-level project manager interview questions. 1. What made you interested in this project manager role? I am drawn to this project manager role because it aligns with my passion for organizing and leading teams to achieve common goals. I believe my communication, problem-solving, and leadership skills make me a good fit for this position. I am excited about the opportunity to grow professionally and contribute to the success of projects within your organization. 2. What is your understanding of the role of a project manager? My understanding is that a project manager is responsible for planning, executing, and closing projects while ensuring they are completed on time, within budget, and to the required quality standards. This involves defining project scope, creating project plans, managing resources, communicating with stakeholders, monitoring progress, and addressing any issues that arise throughout the project lifecycle. 3. While you don't have direct PM experience, how has your past experience prepared you for this job? Although I don't have direct project management experience, my past roles have provided me with transferable skills that are valuable for a project manager. For example, in my previous position, I coordinated cross-functional teams, managed timelines, and communicated with various stakeholders to ensure successful completion of assignments. These experiences have honed my organizational, communication, and leadership abilities, which I believe will help me excel in a project management role. 4. How would you go about building a project schedule? To build a project schedule, I would start by breaking down the project into smaller, manageable tasks. I would then determine the dependencies between tasks and estimate the time required for each task. Next, I would assign resources to each task based on their skills and availability. Finally, I would use a tool like Microsoft Project or a Gantt chart to create a visual timeline of the project, ensuring that all tasks are accounted for and that the project can be completed within the given timeframe. 5. How would you track progress to ensure a project stays on schedule? To track progress and ensure a project stays on schedule, I would use a combination of tools and techniques. First, I would establish clear milestones and deliverables for each phase of the project. I would then regularly update the project schedule with actual progress data and compare it against the planned timeline. I would also conduct regular status meetings with the project team to discuss progress, identify any potential roadblocks, and develop solutions to keep the project on track. Additionally, I would use earned value analysis to monitor the project's performance in terms of schedule and cost. 6. How would you handle changes in scope on a project? When faced with changes in scope on a project, I would first assess the impact of the change on the project's timeline, budget, and resources. I would then communicate the proposed changes to the project stakeholders and seek their approval. If the changes are approved, I would update the project plan accordingly and communicate the revised plan to the project team. I would also monitor the implementation of the changes closely to ensure that they do not negatively impact the project's overall objectives. 7. How would you handle a team member who is not completing tasks on time? If a team member is not completing tasks on time, I would first try to understand the reasons behind the delay. I would schedule a one-on-one meeting with the team members to discuss any challenges they are facing and offer support or resources to help them get back on track. If the issue persists, I would work with the team member to create an action plan with clear expectations and deadlines. I would also closely monitor their progress and provide regular feedback. If the team member continues to underperform despite these interventions, I would escalate the matter to my supervisor and work with them to determine the appropriate course of action, which may include additional training, reassignment of tasks, or disciplinary measures. Now, for mid-level roles, questions get a bit more technical. The focus is now on how well you manage teams and handle roadblocks. Let's look at it. 1. What techniques and tools do you use for project scheduling and tracking? For project scheduling, I primarily use Gantt charts to create a visual timeline of the project tasks, dependencies, and milestones. I also utilize the critical path method to identify the tasks that are essential to complete the project on time. For tracking progress, I rely on tools such as Microsoft Project, Jira, and Trello, depending on the project's complexity and the team's preferences. These tools help me monitor task completion, resource allocation, and project performance against the baseline schedule. 2. How do you involve your project team members in the planning process? I strongly believe in involving project team members in the planning process to foster a sense of ownership and ensure everyone is aligned with the project goals. I typically start by conducting a project kickoff meeting where I share the high-level project objectives and requirements with the team. Then, I facilitate collaborative planning sessions where team members contribute to breaking down the work into smaller tasks, estimating effort, and identifying dependencies. This approach not only leverages the team's expertise but also promotes transparency and accountability. 3. How would you handle a situation where project requirements are unclear? When faced with unclear project requirements, my first step is to engage the project stakeholders and sponsor to gain clarity. I schedule meetings with them to ask questions, understand their expectations, and identify any missing or ambiguous requirements. If needed, I also involve subject matter experts to provide input and help refine the requirements. Once I have gathered the necessary information, I document the clarified requirements and review them with the stakeholders to ensure everyone is on the same page before proceeding with the project. 4. What metrics would you track regularly to identify problems early on? I track several key metrics to proactively identify potential problems in a project. Some of the metrics I regularly monitor include schedule variance. This measures the difference between the planned and actual progress of the project, helping me identify any delays or slippages. Cost variance. This tracks the difference between the budgeted and actual costs incurred, allowing me to detect any cost overruns early on. Resource utilization. I monitor the allocation and performance of project resources to ensure they are being utilized effectively and identify any over or under allocation. Quality metrics. Depending on the project, I track relevant quality metrics such as defect density, customer satisfaction scores, or user acceptance testing results to ensure the project deliverables meet the required quality standards. By regularly tracking these metrics, I can quickly spot any deviations from the plan and take corrective actions before the problems escalate. 5. What project management certifications do you hold? How have they helped you? I hold the Project Management Professional (PMP) certification, PSM2, and CSM certifications. Preparing for and achieving this certification has greatly enhanced my knowledge and skills in project management. The certification has provided me with a comprehensive understanding of project management best practices, tools, and techniques that I can apply to various project scenarios. It has also helped me develop a structured approach to project planning, execution, and monitoring, which has improved my ability to deliver successful projects consistently. 6. What was the largest team you have managed to date? What challenges did you face and how did you handle them? The largest team I have managed so far consisted of 15 cross-functional team members spread across different locations. Managing a team of this size came with its own set of challenges. One of the main challenges was ensuring effective communication and collaboration among team members despite the geographical distances. To address this, I implemented regular video conferencing meetings, used collaboration tools like Slack and Confluence, and encouraged open communication channels. Another challenge was managing competing priorities and resources across multiple projects. I tackled this by closely monitoring resource allocation, conducting regular resource leveling exercises, and proactively communicating with stakeholders to manage expectations and make necessary adjustments. By addressing these challenges head-on and leveraging my project management skills, I was able to successfully lead the team and deliver the projects on time and within budget. Next, if you're going for senior roles, prepare to discuss past complex projects and metrics you've used to track performance. 1. What is the largest and most complex project you have managed to date? To answer this question, make sure to choose a project that showcases your ability to handle significant challenges, demonstrate leadership, and deliver successful outcomes. To stand out, consider the following points. project scale and complexity, mention budget, timeline, team size, and any cross-functional or technical challenges. Strategic importance, show how the project aligned with company goals and drove business growth or efficiency. Leadership and stakeholders, describe your role in leading teams and managing stakeholders like executives or clients. Problem solving, share how you overcame obstacles, mitigated risks, or adapted to changes. Outcomes, highlight measurable results like cost savings or revenue growth. Lessons learned, reflect on key takeaways and how they improved your project management skills. 2. How do you provide leadership for the project team while encouraging collaboration? When answering the question, it's crucial to demonstrate your ability to balance strong leadership with fostering a collaborative team environment. To stand out, consider the following points. Communicate vision, clearly convey project goals and ensure team members understand their roles. Empower team members, delegate responsibilities and trust team members to make decisions in their expertise. Facilitate engagement, organize regular team meetings, one-on-ones, and feedback sessions to keep everyone informed and involved. Celebrate achievements, recognize milestones, give positive feedback, and foster a culture of respect and appreciation. Mediation skills, describe your approach to resolving disputes and maintaining a positive team dynamic. 3. What processes and systems have you put in place for monitoring large, complex projects? When answering the question, showcase your ability to establish robust project monitoring frameworks that ensure transparency, accountability, and proactive issue resolution. Showcase your ability to establish robust project monitoring frameworks that ensure transparency, accountability, and proactive issue resolution. KPIs and metrics, discuss the specific KPIs you track to assess project health, such as schedule and cost variance, resource utilization, quality metrics, and risk indicators. Change management, describe your processes for managing changes to project scope, schedule, or budget, including how you assess impacts, secure approvals, and communicate updates to stakeholders. Tools and software, showcase your knowledge of project management software and collaboration tools that enhance monitoring. Explain how you use these tools to centralize information, automate reporting, and improve team communication. 4. What project failures have you experienced, and what corrective actions did you take? With the question, the interviewer wants to see your ability to learn from setbacks, take responsibility, and implement effective corrective measures. To stand out, be candid about a project failure you experienced, showing your willingness to acknowledge and learn from mistakes. Avoid placing blame on others and instead focus on your role and the lessons learned. Share the key lessons you learned from the failure and how you have applied them to prevent similar issues in subsequent projects. Discuss any process improvements, best practices, or personal growth that resulted from the experience. 5. How have you mentored other project managers to develop the next generation of PMs? If interviewers ask this question, they're likely assessing your leadership skills and your ability to positively impact the profession. In your answer, discuss your mentoring philosophy and how you support junior PMs, such as through regular one-on-one meetings, project guidance, or structured development plans. Highlight how you share your knowledge with MENTs, including insights on project management methodologies, best practices, and lessons from your experiences. Emphasize your commitment to ongoing feedback and support, how you provide constructive criticism, celebrate successes, and help them learn from mistakes. Finally, share examples of how your mentoring has positively influenced your MENTs and the organization, such as MENTs taking on larger projects, earning promotions, or contributing to process improvements. 6. What innovative approaches have you brought to project management to drive better outcomes? A project manager's role requires skills to think creatively, embrace new ideas, drive positive changes in PM practices. So, when answering this question, highlight any innovative project management methodologies or frameworks you have introduced to your projects or organization. This could include agile, lean, or hybrid approaches that have improved project efficiency, flexibility, and outcomes. Showcase how you have leveraged cutting-edge technologies to streamline project management processes and drive better results. This may include using AI-powered tools for resource allocation, predictive analytics for risk assessment, or collaboration platforms for seamless communication and knowledge sharing. Let's look at bonus project manager interview questions. 1. How do you handle difficult stakeholders/people? Discuss your communication and interpersonal skills, and how you use them to build relationships and find common ground with difficult stakeholders. Provide specific examples of how you have successfully managed challenging stakeholder situations in the past, highlighting the strategies and techniques you employed. Emphasize your ability to remain calm, professional, and solution-oriented even in the face of adversity. 2. What is the difference between a risk and an issue? Demonstrate your clear understanding of project management terminology by providing concise definitions of both risks and issues. Explain that a risk is a potential event that may impact the project, while an issue is a current problem or challenge that is already affecting the project. Highlight the importance of proactive risk management and timely issue resolution in ensuring project success. 3. How do you define a project in your own words? By asking this question, the interviewer wants to see your understanding of the characteristics of a project. So, when answering, emphasize that a project is a temporary endeavor with a specific goal, timeline, and resources, and that it requires careful planning, execution, and monitoring to achieve success. Highlight the importance of aligning projects with organizational objectives and delivering value to stakeholders. 4. Tell me about a project that did not go as planned and what you learned from it. Be honest about a project that faced challenges or did not meet its original objectives, and take ownership of your role in the outcome. Discuss the specific issues or obstacles that arose during the project, and how you and your team responded to them. Focus on the lessons you learned from the experience, such as the importance of risk management, communication, or adaptability, and how you have applied those lessons in subsequent projects. 5. Tell me about a time when you had to adjust a team member's behavior and how you made the adjustment. Provide a specific example of a situation where a team member's behavior was impacting the project or team dynamics, and how you addressed the issue. Highlight your leadership and people management skills, such as your ability to have difficult conversations, provide constructive feedback, and coach team members to improve their performance. Discuss the specific actions you took to adjust the team member's behavior, such as setting clear expectations, providing additional training or support, or reallocating responsibilities. 6. What project management methodologies are you familiar with, and which one do you prefer? Demonstrate your knowledge of various project management methodologies, such as Waterfall, Agile, Lean, or Six Sigma, and discuss the key principles and practices of each. Explain which methodology you prefer and why, highlighting how it aligns with your project management style and the types of projects you typically work on. Emphasize your adaptability and willingness to use different methodologies based on the specific needs and constraints of each project, rather than being rigidly attached to a single approach. Now that you've got a solid understanding of what to expect in your next interview, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Go ahead, practice your answers, stay confident, and ace that interview. Before you leave, tell us in the comments, which question are you most worried about? We'd love to help you out. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more practical tips and tricks. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss out on our next career boosting content.